one of the challenges for institutions, whether in business or education, is keeping staff up to date on technology and how to effectively utilize that technology. So today, I'm going to show you some resources for technology education that are available on the internet. One of those is lynda.com. Now, this is a paid subscription model. Although 10% of the material is free, but it's really just sections of individual classes that you get to see the quality of the teacher and what they offer in that course, but not to view it in its entirety. So we'll first go to Lynda, then we're going to go to WC3 Schools, and then to iTunes University. Here I'm going to open Safari and type in Lynda. And here we see that there's an advertisement for Lynda online tutorials. And then here's our first result, lynda.com. We're going to go here. It's software training and tutorial library. All sorts of topics that are covered here. 3D animation, audio, business, design, developer for programming, photography, video, web interactive, and even some documentaries. They also break it down into software titles or company titles. On this side, we have software titles A to Z. If we want to look and find maybe software built by Apple, we can come down and look for Apple. And, oh, here it goes on the company. Here, if we wanted to have a specific Apple software program, say iTunes, let's move over into the I, and hopefully, okay, there we found iDVD, iLife. Now, this is $25 a month subscription model for individual users. There's also a $35 a month program offered, and that extra $10 of that subscription goes to actual resources that you get to use provided by the instructor of that class to be supplementary to the instruction so you can try out what they're showing you. Now, also, and this is for institutions, what you might be interested in is an affiliate program or multi-user solutions for businesses and schools. So the pricing on that you can check for yourself if you're interested. Now we're going to go into a class. Say you wanted to start building apps for the iPad, iPhone, iPod Touch, or even the Mac. You need to learn Objective-C, which is a programming language that is used by each one of those devices. And here, once we type in Objective-C into the search, we find that the top result is Objective-C Central Training by Simon Allardyce. And it's a beginner level. It's 5 hours, 59 minutes, over 6 hours of instruction. And it was created in 2011, so it's up to date. And how it breaks this class down is we have 11 chapters, basically. So if you were to look at it as a book, you have 11 chapters, and in each chapter there's sections. Here in the first chapter, which is 3 minutes long, you have a minute long of the welcome menu. So here we open up, and it's a video tutorial. Some of the benefits of doing this, especially on your laptop.
Hi, this is Simon Allardyce,
desktop,
and welcome to...
is that you can actually come down here to player preferences. Right now I'm QuickTime Custom. There's Flash and QuickTime Standard options. QuickTime Custom has the benefit, I'll go ahead and update it, of speed control. One of my favorite features. Why? This is a 6-hour course. Sometimes teachers talk slow, and you want to get to what you need to learn quickly and run through it. Now, you can speed it up to double time. Now, they might sound funny.
Hi, this is Simon Allardyce, and welcome to Objective-C Essential Training.
If you really want to gather information quickly, you can use that feature. You can also get certificates of completion for each of these classes. All these with the eye on them are viewed, and then once you complete, you can get a certificate of completion to show that you have finished. Also, there is the possibility for multi-users and through the linking of variable technologies to actually use, say, your learning content management system login for a student to be logged in as well with Lynda. Now that goes with the multi-user program or the affiliate program. You can research that further. Don't take my word for it, but take a look at that. Also, if you have further questions on this, feel free to make comments or to message me in regards to this, and I'll give you more detailed information on it. Next, we will be going to WC3 Schools. This is a great resource, and it's free. So what I'm going to type in is WC3, just to give you an understanding of what WC3 stands for. It's Worldwide Consortium, excuse me, W3C. I've had a typing error this whole time, or an error just in the arrangement of those. They are the Worldwide Consortium, and it's an international community that decides web standards. And we'll come in, and they're talking cascading style sheets, so that's CSS, HTML, XML standards. Now what we're interested in is schools. W3 Schools. And here you can find tutorials on HTML, HTML5, CSS, JavaScript, XML, SQL, PHP. Here we'll give you an example of what an HTML tutorial will look like. Here's basic HTML. We have options to go through an introduction, find out all sorts of aspects of HTML. And here we have an examples in chapters. Here's an example. And when I open it, here is the code in HTML and its output on the browser. Now if I wanted to change this heading that we see in here, I can actually come in here and type in Hello World and go ahead, edit, and click me. It says Hello World, so you can actually see the result of your changes in the code. Or if you were to make a mistake and not close your brackets, HTML is smart enough to realize the issues, but at least to display it. But we also notice that the formatting had some issues. So here's a great resource which is called WC3 Schools. So notice we have proper formatting now. So you can see what mistakes would do and what it would look like. So you can also have certificates from WC3 Schools. Now this is a paid thing. What it basically does is assess that you understand HTML, CSS, XML, and you can come down here, popular pages, you'll find W3 Schools certificates. And it costs $95 for the opportunity to be assessed, to take this test. And once you do, you will have a certificate. They have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, XML, ASP, PHP. A great resource. Also, we're going to go to iTunes University. This is almost something you may feel guilty with because it is just an incredible resource. Say we're on the same course here. We want to learn Objective-C. I can go to iTunes University. And what has been made possible through iTunes and partnerships with higher education institutions is, I'll click here, Objective-C, I have in the search box. And here we have books, iPhone apps, iPad apps. Here is iTunes University. This is a course from Stanford taught in fall 2010. We can open this up, and the course, all the lectures are available to you. So we'll come here and we'll look how many lectures are there. There are 25 lectures in this course, and they range to about an hour each. Here we go, we have the introduction to, and you can download these. They might be close because they're high video quality. They might be close to 750 megabytes, but the one nice thing about iTunes, and it hasn't always worked for me, it's worked today, I hope it works right now as I show you, is to play within iTunes. So we'll give this a little bit to open up, and we can actually watch this lecture without downloading the whole lecture. And if this doesn't work, you can always download it. But look, we got it working. Here is
Stanford University.
The lecture from Stanford University.
Okay, well, welcome then
Here
to
we're
Stanford
seeing the slide
CS193P. This is fall of
from